Hey, my name is Gordon Voit, and my purpose in life is to serve the community by telling untold stories, to be a totally different kind of sportscaster.
From Steak and Shake, I don't believe that because I think you're about your playing weight of 180. There's no way you eat milkshakes.
No, when I retired, I was 196. Now I'm 230.
You were a running back in high school?
I was running back in college too. You know,
What?
I ran the ball in college too.
Were you just knocking guys over to every 10 yards all the way to the end zone?
Listen, you know, I'm an athlete. I was always been an athlete.
LT is, if he ran for president, I don't care what his political leanings are, I'd vote for him.
Yeah, we go way back, and I've been on. My family's been on LT since my inception. So
To know Gordon Voit is to like Gordon Voit, and he is certainly someone that fits that hometown hero mantra.
Gordon Voit is one of a kind. I'll never have another like him.
We do things differently here at WAND Sports. People, not scores.
He's gonna remember this for the rest of his life. You know, that makes you feel good.
It really gotta be exciting.
Starting off the Sportscast with one very big question. Can Illinois shock #2 Michigan at the State Farm Center? Keep in a minute, and so was Io DeSumo having a game. Welcome back to the Frenzy. We're still buzzing. 34-32. MacArthur gets it done against #2 6A SHG. Massive. Crazy game.
We appreciate you, Gordon. We want to present you with this award.
This is nuts.
You was the big king.
Dude.
How many TV cameras came to talk to Adam?
Zero. You don't
Zero.
even showed up. Zero.
Talking about the fatherlessness epidemic in our society.
You're a Heisman Trophy voter. It'd be easy enough for you to come in and just report on the scores, on the signings. Why all this extra work for those background stories?
Mac on me, Mac on three. 1, 2, 3, Mac.
His name is Maishawn Dozier, and Maishawn literally plays baseball without arms.
I didn't think that I was gonna make the team because it's like a little shrub like me making the team like this and all that. It was really one of my greatest moments in my life.
All amazed at how this has just gone viral and blown up so much.
Shouts out, this kid is awesome. Maishawn Dozier, born with a rare disease.
This next story is melting hearts across our baseball community. So had to share it with you. Meet Maishawn Dozier.
Former MLB All-Star Shane Victorino wants to meet Maishawn. He reached out to me on Instagram. What is your response to that?
Well, I really appreciate the support. That was still going viral on social media. That was really the coolest thing. I was like, what?
And doctors sewed his finger to an artery inside his midsection for 2 months.
Didn't know, sometimes I thought really bad things, I can't do this anymore.
I just do whatever I need to do.
Your scene right here should be impossible. Shooting without fingers, jumping high without a leg.
Now back to Sports Feed on CLTV.
Appreciate you making the time for
kidding
us
me?
here.
Anything for my buddy Jared. He
Hey,
came down.
I was gonna say, let's
hear about this?
Let's hear about the connection.
Chocolate, vanilla, concrete mixer. What do you got at Kreckles?
Oh man, I used to love the cheeseburgers and the chocolate shakes.
Curious to know, at what point did you know that you had a shot to be a big league ball player? Was it at Eisenhower? Was it before then? All right, Lance Corporal Briggs, first of all, could you dab me off a little bit with that towel there? We got 110-degree temperatures here. We're here in Illini land. Lovie Smith is a big-time topic around here, and you got to know him behind closed doors. What's an underrated thing about him that you noticed that maybe we don't get the chance to see?
Well, a lot of times when you get him on TV, you get a very monotone guy.
Instead of throwing it back, he grabs a decoy ball. Genius, but also illegal.
The excess weight.
You have no excess weight on your body. Stop it. What's your reaction to the game going to strikeout and home run only? You as somebody who valued contact, even when you were hitting power, you didn't strike out a lot. So 100 years ago, the Chicago Bears started right here in Decatur, Illinois, and Alex Brown. Back then, guys would play in this 105-degree heat, go do 8 to 10 hours at a factory. It was a food starch company, Decatur Staley's. It was the A.E. Staley Food Starch Company. Can you imagine playing in this 110-degree heat Going in and doing a shift at the factory and then coming and being a Chicago Bear?
That's about as far as I'll go. I can imagine it.
Because in the media, sometimes he'd get into these battles, but I know there's a very different Brian behind the scenes. What's an example of something that people didn't get a chance to see publicly that he showed you in spades?
The thing that I really love about this job is sometimes you get to be ridiculously silly with people in the community. You ladies ready to get your bridge on? Yeah, here we go. Shuffle, cut, and deal. Oh, well, I can scratch that off my bucket list. Hi!
There you go.
All right, guys, give me your best shot. Wall shot.
Okay, hips first. Okay.
And then you got the hands right here. Hey, 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 you go right here. Oh, we got it.
All right, Brett, let her rip. Ah, that stinks. In view, Gordon Voit, MTN Sports. Gotta give some love to my pickleball homies at the Decatur Pickleball Group. Rick Sims with a rocket shot right here.
And the burgers.
It's not too late. You can still, there's still time, guys. That's my PSA. Get out there and barbecue. Soak up
This is
the
a
time.
well-seasoned grill. It's a roasted.
What in the world are you doing, man? You're crazy, Gordon. You are crazy.
Do that?
So you did your first stitch.
My first stitch, and it only took 29 minutes.
And then there's a time to be serious. When things get tough in the community, you get a chance to help rally people around a cause. Right now, Mattoon is coping with the school shooting that happened today. It's a time of pain, and I'm praying for healing in the community. The good news is that I have already witnessed the power of the good. Let me tell you about the Mattoon that I know. Mattoon is a place where a courageous kid named Brandon Ritchie hits the football field every day without the ability to hear or speak.
Everywhere you go, you highlight all the good that's going on.
Hey, I'm Gordon Voit. Tonight in sports, we're talking about a pretty heavy topic, but I'm going to provide hope and a solution. We're talking about the fatherlessness epidemic in our society.
Good job. Wow, good job.
Every single one of the 4 leading scorers has a dad on the coaching staff.
Heartbreaking, first of all, to leave any child without a father, and I think and to see the 4 of us doing that here, and being amongst them all the time, 24/7. Hopefully that culture can change with our generation.
Get off your back. There you go. Come on. Get up.
Oh, I'm having plenty of fun. Plenty.
So imagine if you went into battle mode totally blind. This is what most of the wrestlers at the Illinois School for the Visually Impaired see and hear when they're going to work on the mat.
Go to your belly. Go to your belly. 8 strong. Together.
Let's go. On paper, Kevin, frankly, has no reason to care. His team is 1-25, and 16 of those losses came by double digits. Kevin's kidneys are even worse, and if he doesn't get a transplant, it's bad news. No coach in America taught his team more in 2018 than Kevin Hale, because even at 1-25 with 2 bad kidneys, Kevin Hale went undefeated.
You taught me how to die fighting. You hear me? You hear me? You taught me that. Now look at my eyes. I love you. I love you like my sons I love you.
You, before WA&D, you were out in Montana. A dad wrote to the local paper, one night last fall, I tucked my son into bed and he was exhausted after spending several hours playing with his newest friend. Dad, the boy said, who was still 7 at the time, as his eyes were fading to sleep, I wish Gordon could be my brother. Grady was talking about his new best friend, Gordon Voit, the sports guy for KXLF TV in Butte. I watch your stuff and just the way you highlight high school successes, and it's not just the athletes, you talk to their parents and you talk to their coaches.
I genuinely do not consider this a job. It's really a calling. This is my purpose in life. This is a ministry, really.
Guy who's covered the Bulldogs better than anyone, I think, in the history of the Bulldogs. He's done a great job, done a great promotion.
The bottom line is people are hungry for positive news in their community, and that brings me to my next point. This car thing right here is not a gimmick. I'm actually taking you somewhere. Follow me. Welcome to Morgan Park High School, about 111th here in the south side of Chicago. This is a basketball powerhouse. We're about to learn
just how big of an opportunity people are missing out on here.
All right, so this is Nick Irvin, head coach here at Morgan Park. Nick, you've got a 5-star point guard who just won the Gatorade Award.
Absolutely.
How many TV cameras came to talk to Adam?
0. You don't
Zero.
even showed up. 0.
Why is that? And how does that make you feel that we have this amazingly prestigious award, kid in the community, and nobody came with a camera?
Well, no, nobody. I mean, at the end of the day, we got to support our own and make sure that we get everything the kid deserve. And, you know, winning a award like Gatorade, everybody should have been on it. Everybody should have been here interviewing them and asking them how you feel about winning Gatorade Player of the Year. You know, so I mean, it's goes with the territory.
So one of the arguments maybe is, oh, I don't know if people care about. No, that's wrong. Want to know how many people saw the last 2 interviews I did about your kids here? 27,000 plus.
Oh, that's strong right there. That's why you good at what you do.
No. It's not about being. Point being that this is people are hungry for that kind of coverage.
Yeah, especially when you got a 5-star player like Adam Miller. That's going to be an NBA player at the end of the day. And you know, one thing I always tell people: kids don't forget. Kids don't forget who was with him and who was against him at this age. And one thing about Adam, he's a humble kid, and he don't mind if people don't show up, but he also like the press. So it go hand in hand. They need to support these young kids, and you know, and if they got an outlet to where kids seeing other kids on TV and doing something good, I think a lot of things can happen around the city of Chicago.
All right, so let's fix that. Let's do our interview right
now.
Yeah,
let's
go.
go.
Let's talk to Adam. Here we go. That's why we're here.